So, Flavio left. I would like to take a cue from Flavio's made a question earlier on. What do digital transformation, AI, IoT, all new technologies, high-frequency data collection need on board the vessel, to operate aboard the vessel, so we get the full benefit? I like to be a little bit more interactive. I don't know if you noticed that. Mr. Vougianakis, what do you think we need aboard the vessel to adopt all these new technologies? Okay, I wouldn't go specific, Stanley, but we need a fast, reliable connectivity. Okay, we all agree to that. Okay. So, Starlink came along in Greece about 12 months ago, 10 months ago, whatever, and it really did break some barriers. Okay, so I tried to categorize what those barriers are. So we start with the cargo tracking, so we have a real data transfer, have remote diagnostics, so no need, particularly at the time with the COVID, to go on board the vessel, so we can do things remotely. Compliance for safety reasons and security, crew welfare at long last, vessel performances, so real-time data through IoT systems for vessel performance and optimization, and fast track. So what do I mean by fast track? We had a customer called us a few months back saying, I'm a new takeover in 2.5 days in Spain, what can you do for me? Okay, it's very simple. I was talking to Konstantinos earlier, came to our office, picked a Starlink, a laptop, off he went aboard the vessel, an hour and a half later, it's up and running, the vessel has a connectivity, okay? But the biggest barrier, I feel that Starlink already is breaking, it will break, or any other LEOs are coming into the market, is the data usage demand. I have a quote here. Over the last 3 years from Inmarsat, the data is increasing year on year by 70%. Okay? I'm really interested to see now the data usage for those customers that have a hybrid solution, Starlink operated in with KA, KU, whatever other solution they have on board. So let's do some Starlink with numbers. Starlink had 120 satellites in 2019, 820 in 20, 989 increased. This is increases year on year, 1,685 in 2022, and so far this year, 1,353. They currently have well over 5,000 satellites, okay, orbiting the Earth. So what's the LEO landscape looks like? So we do have Starlink. They are looking to reach nearly 12,000 satellites by 2027. They have license for KU, KA, and V-band. Please don't ask me what V-band is. I'm not that technical. So, okay. Their aim is to have 42,000 satellites at the orbit of the Earth, 550 kilometers. Then Kuiper or Kuiper, depends of who you speak to. They're going to be launch the first satellite, already launched the first satellite. We expect them to enter the market 2024 or beginning of 2025 with around about 3,300 satellites, KA, KU band. Those two companies, their aim is very simple, is broadband connectivity worldwide. Okay, we have Boeing, the cell connectivity. We have OneWeb already, Eutelsat in the market, with 648, KU, 1,200 kilometers above the Earth, and Telesat. The key here I like to mention is that Starlink and Viasat actually, because I think Viasat will enter the LEO market very soon, just bought Inmarsat as you all know, is that they've done a contract with T-Mobile in Germany to provide connectivity to remote areas. So we started seeing mobile phones that are now satellite ready, so they can work with 4G, 5G, and satellite, okay? And I believe the future of where this, particularly Starlink and Kuiper, looking to enter is to provide connectivity for everyone, wherever we are, okay, in conjunction with the 4G and 5G. So what's the uptime? It's three key elements in here. If we take 89%, just over 89% for Starlink, but in that, just over 7% is the geofence countries. This is countries that Starlink doesn't work, like China, like Russia, India, okay. Downtime is just over 3%. We have an obstruction figure of 0.2%. And what do I mean by that? In a traditional VSAT environment, you might have an antenna, a mast, and the satellite behind. And you might go to that direction for 2 days, okay? You will not have any coverage. With Starlink, it doesn't operate. I think it works, it changes satellites over every 4 minutes. So if you have some obstruction, it will be minimal. So the true downtime, if we take the geofence countries out, is around about just under 97%. Some data here, 52% of our customers at Tototheo, they overuse. And what do I mean by that? What opt-in means? Opt-in is a customer has a plan, and he says, okay, if I use my limit, I don't care, I'll let it continue, let it run, because the cost of the gigabyte is so low, okay? Also, if you exceed that package, 29% of those, if you're near the land, you actually do not pay for the data. They move you from a priority data to a lesser sort of bandwidth, so we say with that, but that's not billable. Okay, so there's an extra advantage here. But we see over half of our customers actually overuse at the moment Starlink. I would like to tell you an example. Our first vessel, our first test that we did in February 2023, we left everything open. Okay, Starlink allowed us to run some tests. After 22 days, with 22 people on board the vessel, they used 2.8 terabytes. Okay. So, everybody asks hardware failures. We can only comment on the last 10 months. Okay, so we have 0.034% on antenna, PoE, and cable. So this is so what connections do we get? On our over 600 live vessels that we have at the moment, we have an average of download speed of 47 megabps per second, upload speed just over 6. And the key here for all of us is the latency. The low latency enables us to do too many things. It's not just the speed, okay? So these, by the way, the better speeds I have in my house in the center of Athens. So we have a hybrid solution which incorporates Starlink. So which is the challenges that we are going to face? We were talking a lot about cybersecurity earlier on. So the first one is encryption. So implement a strong encryption for data to protect it, that you transmit is key here. Access control. Strict access controls to limit who can see that data, okay? Who can connect to your satellite network, okay? Who can see your can have an access and see the sensitive information. Security policies, and last but not least, an IDP system. So intrusion detection and prevention system, okay, to monitor your network to see if there is any gaps. So what's the last 12 months landscape look like on the hybrid connectivity? So in November 22, so a lot of our colleagues here, our customers had either a KU solution with a backup, either FBB or in Iridium, or FX. Pretty much, okay? Starlink came along. In our case, we started doing the first tests in February 2023. We have a HD1 hybrid connectivity, okay? We have again KA or KU, and we have the Starlink as a backup. So we wanted to see where it works, where it doesn't work, and do some tests. Within 4 months, this is the biggest shift that we started seeing. That is Starlink at the forefront, okay? And then all of a sudden we have the KA, the existing solution, KA, FX, as a backup. We could include the the 5G in here as well, because as we said, there is some countries that are geo-fenced. So the key question I would like to ask everyone here is, okay, what groundbreaking transformation do you anticipate, do we anticipate next? Will it be Starlink on its own? Will it be Starlink with a backup? Will it be a lot of other LEO solutions that come out to the market? And the last question I go for all of you, do we really care what the connectivity is, or what it enables us to do? Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.